Welcome to the next. I'm Alana Flynn. It's homecoming weekend, so we want to especially welcome all alumni who are back in Lawrence for the weekend. When you think of the steam whistle at KU, you think, hey, it's time to get out of class. But the School of Journalism is introducing a new definition of steam whistle. Steam Whistle Creative hopes to be more successful than their members' croquet skills. They are holding a croquet invitational on the Stauffer Flint lawn to celebrate their launch. The launch is happening on the lawn until 3:30 today. Steam Whistle is the creative branch of the Journalism School's agency. To learn more about Steam Whistle Creative, visit their website at steamwhistlecreative.org. A family team uses their 40 years of restaurant experience to open a vegan breakfast joint on KU's campus. Dana Osborne is the business owner and chef of the Breakfast Club, an all-vegan breakfast restaurant housed inside the ECM. Osborne spends every morning working side by side with her mother. The duo serves baked goods and breakfast bowls at a low cost. Dana hopes to one day grow her business into a food truck. The Breakfast Club offers breakfast foods from 7 to 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. For some people, Halloween is all about the decor. Maddie Ireland tells us about one store in Lawrence that creates decorative pieces that are sure to grab lots of attention.
In a matter of minutes, Melanie Wirtz turns this orange blob into a detailed jack-o'-lantern. As far as pumpkin carving goes, this is pretty impressive. But for the Wirtz family, it's just another day at the office. The Wirtz family has owned Waxman Candles for the past 47 years. Meet Melanie's brother, Ryder.
To me, this is home. It's a boutique-style candle manufacturer. It's been around, I mean, it's all I know.
Ryder Wirtz worked his first shift at his father's store at 16. Now at 27, he's in charge of all the votive candles, and he's happy to do it.
Well, you think about doing other things all the time, but I'm happy here.
Every entrepreneur has to start somewhere, and their dad, Bob Wirtz, started with a $5 candle making kit. Within a year, through several bulk orders, Bob proved that Lawrence needed his candle store. But the inspiration for the Waxman name came from a rather unusual source.
My dad and his buddy were making candles one day, and they were listening to the Beatles, and the Taxman came on. And his buddy changed it, and he said, the Waxman, I'm the Waxman, and that's where Waxman Candles came from.
Some look good enough to eat, some look like an art piece, and all look too pretty to burn. In Lawrence, Maddie Ireland, the next.
Thanks so much, Maddie. Today, a chemical spill in Atchison, Kansas has led to evacuations and hazardous conditions for residents. @Money Rice tweeted this photo from a resident who flew their drone above the toxic cloud for a bird's eye view. @Meg Laughlin took this video from her deck earlier today. We'll have more on the chemical spill at 4 p.m. during the newscast. Fake accounts, catfishing, fake internet girlfriends, and the pains of social media in 2016. But the original idea of a fake account is causing major problems for one national bank. The fake bank account scandal may cause some of the Wells Fargo branches to close. Wells Fargo hasn't yet announced any wide-scale branch closures, but that may be on the horizon. This is a result of the bank's sales goals, which employees say led to the creation of as many as 2 million fake accounts. One bank analyst predicts Wells Fargo will have to close a sixth of its 6,000 branches, a measure that was hinted during a presentation for analysts last week. So beware, your local Wells Fargo branch may not be so local soon. Homecoming week, a time when alumni attempt to relive the glory days. But all the hard work for homecoming comes from the students. Getting houses, floats, and the campus ready is a task. Tonight, the homecoming floats are on display during the parade down on Mass Street. We now go live to Peyton Krause to get us ready for the parade. We do apologize for those technical difficulties. The homecoming parade is tonight on Mass Street at 6 p.m. The parade will consist of rock chalk, all sorts of Greek organizations participating in the event. All right, Jackson, what's coming up on entertainment for us today?
Thanks, Alana. We have absolutely great stuff coming up. We'll catch you up latest on the new movie that was coming out, and Devin has the latest in the world of video games. Stay tuned.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. And now, Those that we carry with us everywhere will bring us wireless emergency alerts. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Let me ask you a question. When you think of the American Legion, what comes to mind? Is it our volunteer programs that let wounded veterans know they're not forgotten?
I'm here to make sure our heroes know their sacrifice is not forgotten. I am the American Legion.
For nearly 100 years, the American Legion has been our nation's leading advocate for veterans and their families.
I am the American Legion.
This is today's American Legion.
To learn more, visit legion.org.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Welcome back to The Next. I'm Jackson Kurtz. It's finally the weekend. Time to celebrate, and guess what? The KU alumni are in town for homecoming, so let's get weird. But first, let's have some entertainment news. After 20 years of its original release, Space Jam is coming back to theaters. Yes, 20 years. I feel so old. The film will be playing around the country in honor of its 20th anniversary. The good news is we get to see MJ, Bugs Bunny, and Bill Murray all on the big screen again. The bad news is that it's only for 2 days, November 13th and November 16th. But hey, MJ is still going to do that long arm dunk thing he does at the end of the movie, and I just can't even with that. As many of you know, it's Yeezy season, and it wouldn't be Yeezy season without a mid-concert rant from the man himself, Kanye West. During his Seattle show of his St. Pablo tour, Kanye couldn't hold back his frustration with none other Jay-Z. Kanye said the beef was over some Apple and Tidal bowl, you know what. He then said there will never be a Watch the Throne 2. Folks, this one hurt. Watch the Throne, the album, and the concert with Jay-Z and Kanye West was quite possibly the greatest musical experience I personally have ever seen. Ball so hard. 3 words, Red Dead Redemption. Devin Burris is here to give you the lowdown on the game everyone's been talking about this week. Devin?
Saddle up, gamers. Red Dead Redemption 2 has been confirmed. Rockstar spoiled fans Thursday by releasing the trailer for Red Dead 2 only a week after first teasing the game on their Twitter. The trailer earned over 6 million views in one day and was shared over 50,000 times. The buzz around the game comes as no surprise after sales for the original Red Dead game rose by 6,000% in July following the announcement that Xbox was adding the original game to its backwards compatibility lineup. Rockstar is well known for its quality, large, realistic open-world maps, and no one knows quality like the KU gaming community.
I think the detail that Rockstar puts into the games as far as graphics and the open-world components and the fighting mechanics, all of them combined make for just like a gorgeous game. And I think that's what draws people in. It's just the quality, the overall quality, not
Red Dead Redemption 2 is slated to be released fall 2017, but bad news for PC gamers, you're in for a longer wait, as the new Red Dead is only being released for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 consoles. Well, that's all for me. Back to you, Jackson.
Thank you, Devin. On Wednesday, we suffered through yet another presidential debate. Like rewatching Mean Girls with your boys because it's a pop culture sensation and not because it's a chick flick and you secretly enjoy all chick flicks but would never express those feelings on television. The third and final debate, of course, sent Twitter ablaze with memes, hot takes, and enjoyment of all involved. Like this tweet from Ari Robin Havit, "Oh, heck no, that wasn't me." Or this by Jess Riptar, "Two worlds merging. Twitter and Snapchat. If only our father of our country, George Washington, was around to see this." Chelsea Peretti nailed it with a Clinton fashion tweet, but more on that later. The big takeaway from the debate wasn't policy, it was how thankful we all should be for social media. Imagine how awful these debates would be if we didn't have to escape to a world of Twitter to get a little chuckle. Coming up on the next homecoming weekend, when there are actually 21 and older people at campus bars? What else is going on around campus next? And what would you do for $1? Literally anything is my answer. It's college. We're broke. And what do KU students say when I ask them the same question? We will find out. Stay with us.
We connected so fast when we first met. I think that our relationship will last for a lifetime.
Being a role model for someone, being there for someone, there's nothing I can compare it to. She has uncles up in Minnesota that treat me like I'm their own now.
I feel like she's actually my big sister in a way.
It's been one of the best decisions I think I've ever made.
You're doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, button the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep
pedaling. Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, you ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
To a lot of people, $1 is a lot of money, especially for us since we're in college. Well, I went on Wesco Beach. I'll let you decide what I did. As college students, we take great pride in budgeting our money correctly. So I'm here on Wesco Beach asking people to show me a talent to win $1. Excuse me, sir. Would you like this dollar? Okay. It's all right, you go. Go ahead, go to class, man. Excuse me. Would you like to win $1? Okay. Have a great day. For me to give you this dollar, you have to prove your worthiness. Do you have a special talent or anything?
I can belly dance.
Do you have a special talent? Sing or dance?
I mean, I'm in the School of Music. Well, I like country music.
Who's your favorite?
I don't know, a lot of people don't like country music.
No, it's okay. I'm from Kansas and I kind of like it.
I had a dream about a burning house.
I do art.
Oh, man. Do you have anything on your phone or anything I can see? Folks, that's a real talent. What's your name, by the way? Michael Jackson. Any special talents or anything?
I have a beard.
Coffee looks good. I need one.
Drink?
It's delicious. You beat me in a staring contest. I'll give you this $1. You win. What will you do to win this $1? Do you have a special talent?
I believe I got what it takes. I can dance.
Can you Dougie?
I can do whatever is needed.
Can you juju on that beat?
Put on the music.
Juju on that beat, juju on that beat, juju on that, juju on that, juju on that beat. Now slide, drop, hit don't phone, don't stop, ayy, don't stop, ayy, don't stop, ayy. Run a man on that beat, ayy, run a man on that beat, ayy, run a man.
Well, what have you learned from this hard-hitting journalism piece? That KU students will almost do anything for $1. Hope they use it wisely. Not the hawk. What does Pearl Jam, Journey, and Tupac Shakur all have in common, besides producing straight bangers? They're all being nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All three are the first-time nominees with music released no later than 1991. The public will have the final say to who gets into the hall when the inductees are announced in December. And as a Tupac fan, all I can say to that is, Hail Mary. You all got that. All eyes were on Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton on Wednesday night's last presidential debate. Many things were said and many mannerisms were done. But the biggest bombshell was when Twitter started to notice a trend with Hillary Clinton's style choices. All nice red suit, sure, but someone was here first, Suge Knight. All white, looking like she's going to a yacht party, yes, but Tupac, again, was here first. And Snoop Dogg, we get it. Hillary Clinton loves representing Death Row Records. Amazing. One of the things Donald Trump did say during the debate was calling Clinton nasty. Naturally, when this happened, something so 2016 happened. Janet Jackson hit 1986 song Nasty spiked 250% on Spotify. Yes, you heard that correctly. And for some strange reason, people loved the pairing. I mean, look at that. My first name's Hillary, Miss Clinton, if you're nasty. I mean, what's next? Trump wakes up one day and says, "Wake up, America," and then "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go" started to get streamed. Wake me up before you go go. It's a great song. Finally, the nerds like Devin and myself basically received 2 early Christmas gifts this week. The first gift was from Star-Lord. You know, Star-Lord? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 will be out this summer, starring Chris Pratt, and also Tango and Cash buddies Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone. What roles will they be playing? We will find out when the film is to release this summer. And then there was Logan.
Logan, what did you do? Charles, the world is not the same as it was. Mutants.
They just had to use Johnny Cash's song Hurt. Logan is roughly based off the comic Old Man Logan and is Hugh Jackman's last time playing the character Wolverine. The trailer is still trending on YouTube, taking home the #2 spot, and is set to open in theaters on March 3rd. Take my money. Take it now. Aside from KU's homecoming this weekend, there are plenty of other exciting activities happening for students and alumni looking for a break from football and pumping. Tonight, Lawrence shows off its abundance of allegedly haunted venues at the Ghost Tour. Ooh. The event stops at places such as the Eldridge Hotel, Pioneer Cemetery, and Sigma Nu Fraternity. We may have to do a story about this next week. We will find out. The tour leaves at 8 p.m. sharp from the Eldridge Hotel. Tickets are $19.50 per person. Good year. If you're looking for something a little less scary, check out the El Divio concert at the Midland tonight in Kansas City. The Latin classical group is on at 8 o'clock, is on tour across North America. The doors open at 7 o'clock and the show starts at 8. Tickets start at $58. And on Sunday, we've got a chance for you to enjoy the fall weather outside at the Lawrence Art Walk, hosted at various locations throughout Lawrence. Artists will be showing and selling visitors their artwork. The event starts at noon and goes on until the evening until 6 p.m. We have some more stuff coming up, but until then, see you in a bit.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed ours.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. The doctor stopped by and said, "Well, it is leukemia." And then the next thing she said, without even missing a beat, was, "And here's what we're going to do." We are so blessed and lucky to say that she is extremely healthy. I could not be more grateful for groups like the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. It was that research that let that doctor say, "It's leukemia, and here's what we're going to do."
With all of the negative press about police officers these days, it's refreshing to hear some good news every once in a while. Now, if this isn't the most patriotic thing I've seen all day, a Florida officer watched a bald eagle bounce off another car's windshield. The eagle was stunned and just sitting on the side of the road, so the officer did what any patriotic, eagle-loving American would do, picked it up, buckled him into his car, and brought him to a rehabilitation center. And better animal news, when you board an airplane, you hope the entire time that you aren't stuck sitting next to someone who talks too much, takes your armrest, the usual kind of thing. But how excited would you be if you were able to sit next to a duck? Well, that was just the case for the people aboard a flight headed to North Carolina. Daniel the duck is a registered therapy animal for his owner, Carla. Carla suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, so her psychologist vouched for her need to have Daniel the duck as therapy. Not only does Daniel offer emotional support, but he also has great fashion sense, sporting red shoes to protect his little webbed feet during his travels. All right, it was freezing last night. It seems to be warming up. Tell me about the weather, Shane.
Well, yeah, I would love to sit next to a duck, too, if I would be able to.
I love animals.
If you go heading outdoors tonight to go to the homecoming parade, it's going to be about 60 degrees. Otherwise, this graphic that says tonight is wrong, and we'll drop down to about 44 degrees tonight. And we're going to be down to about south-southeast winds at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And if you head out towards the door for tomorrow, and you're going to the game, it's going to be about 59 degrees at 11 o'clock degrees. And the perfect tailgating weather is going to be a little bit cooler than that. And we look at our 5-day forecast after that. You can see it's going to be about 73 degrees for the high tomorrow and 75 on Sunday. And after that, it's going to be about 72 on Monday and almost 80 degrees on Tuesday with a slight chance of rain. And on Wednesday, it's going to be about 71 degrees. Luna, Alex, over to you.
Thank you, Shane. As for our forecast today on KUJH News, a chemical spill in Atchison, Kansas forces a factory and schools to evacuate after a plume of chemicals surrounds the city. But back here in Lawrence, local cable provider WOW bought out. We'll introduce you to the company who is taking over and what it will mean for the city. And several Jayhawks have been named to preseason award watch lists. We'll have who is expected to have big years and much more coming up at 4 right here on KUJH News. Alana?
Thank you so much, Alex. Well, today is the day. Oh, you haven't heard? It's national icon, fashion icon, Kim Kardashian's birthday. Last year, Kim K and hubby Kanye rented out a movie theater for her then 35th birthday, but after being robbed at gunpoint in Paris, the couple has decided to lay low. In fact, Kim hasn't even posted to social media since her robbery, and today has been no exception. Leave it to her faithful fans, though, to pick up the slack for her talking to Twitter to wish the reality TV star the best on her birthday. So we, too, wish you happy birthday, Kim, and everyone else who shares your day of birth, like our producer sister. All right, that's going to be it for the next on KUJH. For Jackson Kurtz, I'm Alana Flynn. Big thanks to our crew as well as you, the viewer. We'll be back again next week.